The developments at the Supreme Court, where an investigation is underway into an unprecedented leak of a draft opinion that would pave the way to overturning Roe v. Wade and radically change women's access to abortions. Now, voters on both sides of this divisive issue, they're protesting across the country, some dreading the possible decision if the draft is finalized in the coming months. Others saying that the court's opinion is exactly what they've been waiting for. Lawmakers on Capitol Hill taking action. Democrats are working on a bill to protect a woman's right to get an abortion. We have our team covering every angle of this story. We start with Allison Harris, live at the Supreme Court with the latest. Allison.
Good morning, Adrienne. The Chief Justice has authenticated this report, confirming that it is genuine, that draft opinion. The unprecedented leak by the Supreme Court is now being investigated. And on behalf of the court, the Chief Justice is reiterating this is not a final decision by the court. This morning, the fallout.
What do we do? Stand up like that! It's off their body! Your rosary!
Furor from those who are pro-choice.
The Republicans have been working toward this day for decades. They have been out there plotting, carefully cultivating these Supreme Court justices so they could have a majority on the bench who would accomplish something that the majority of Americans do not want.
An investigation called for by Chief Justice John Roberts, now underway to sniff out exactly how the Supreme Court scoop the draft opinion by Justice Alito, which writes Roe was egregiously wrong from the start, was leaked. Republicans and pro-life activists fearing the public backlash could sway the court in its final decision.
Never before in modern history has an internal draft been leaked to the public. The court should tune out the bad faith noise and feel completely free to do their job.
President Biden calling on Congress to pass legislation he will sign into law to protect abortion rights at the federal level.
We will vote to protect a woman's right to choose.
But Democrats don't have the votes. The president already revving up his voters to elect more pro-choice members of Congress in the midterms, questioning if precedent is ignored in this case, what other rights will be overturned next.
If this decision holds, it's really quite a radical decision. It goes to other basic rights, the right to marry, the right to determine a whole range of things.
Vice President Harris saying this at a pro-choice event Tuesday night.
If the court overturns Roe v. Wade, it will be a direct assault on freedom, on the fundamental right of self-determination.
Justice Alito's 98-page draft makes specific mention that overturning Roe would not mean overturning, for example, gay marriage, other rights, because, as Justice Alito writes, none of those other Supreme Court decisions involve potential life.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.